I'm gonna set up the stream time here. Make the announcement.
Should I get the site header?
Ah, yeah, go for it.
Okay, that was weird.
How weird was it?
On the site, I got a 7-second clip.
Huh. That was weird.
From the YouTube connection.
Huh. Okay. Oh, right. I had it on stream for a second. I took it off because I was listening to a video and didn't want to have clash, and then I just put it back on.
So it'll take a little bit for it to actually connect.
Yeah.
So I'll do my usual, pop out the Ustream player because that works for me. I don't know why.
Well, I'm doing my best to try to get the YouTube stream to also work as well. Oh, hey, it's working
Well,
just fine for me right now.
yeah, you guys have been saying that it's been working for you, but it doesn't work on my end.
Wait, what the hell?
ROAN shenanigans.
Wait. Okay,
Shenanigans.
that's weird. It says it's live now, but it's not live now. Why is it? It's showing an archive actually.
Let me.
Does it need a kick in the pants?
It's showing an archive actually. Well, hold on. I'm just bringing it up right now here. Let me take a look at the dashboard real fast. Make sure that that's still.
And it's on for me, but it's. Oh wait, it says.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was 7 seconds. All right, we have a disconnect between the two.
Okay, well it's set to allow embedding right now.
Yeah, it's live on the YouTube side, but site side, no.
Okay,
Is the
well,
Restream
set to
having
allow
issues?
embedding right now.
The Restream plugin for it.
I'm not entirely sure because that doesn't make much sense if it was. It wouldn't make much sense if it was because Restream it's still live right now on the YouTube site itself, so the Restream plugin is working, or it wouldn't even be getting that far.
No, it's not. Currently on the Brony Show site, it is the recording.
Yeah, the Brony Show site is the recording. The YouTube site itself is the where it links to. The actual live stream is functional.
Yeah, it's fine. We just need to get the Brony Show site working.
Yeah, the problem is that's what we're trying to do.
Okay. I was getting wires confused.
Okay, I don't think it's Restream because the YouTube site is working. That is streaming right now. It is completely live on the YouTube site. There's no question about that. So Restream is doing what it's supposed to, and it is streaming it to YouTube. Now we have it.
It might just be on certain people's pages because Mike can see that it is live. Mike, are you saying it on the show, on the site, or on YouTube?
What?
Oh, alright. So that answers. I probably just need to reload.
Maybe, but I've been reloading and it's not. Okay, he is seeing it live on TV. Okay, maybe it is being. I don't know. I think this embed has some weird issues at times. Okay, if you're having issues, that's why we have a mirror stream on Ustream anyway, so just go with it. You see, this is why I do these things. I plan more ahead than anybody can ever imagine. I'm like a chess master, man. I'm 15 steps ahead.
And then someone takes out a piece critical to your master plan, and you're like, well, crap.
Well, yeah, that also happens too. It makes me so sad.
Yeah, the YouTube just hates me because it's not showing on my end at all.
Don't worry, man. You're not the only one. You are far from the only one, man. I promise you.
Why is Tabletop having to do an update again? I thought I had to update it on Monday.
It's a trap! Okay. Alright.
I'll mute my mic as I eat this pizza. Again? I thought I had
Oh, hey, good. All right. Now, I just reloaded the Brony Show site, and now the embed is working just perfectly. So, I don't know. It's just being... I guess the embed is just... takes a little bit longer than everything else to start functioning. Okay. I'm gonna mark my... Actually, I'll mark myself as offline. That way we're not getting messages and crap when we're trying to play the game. Yeah, and another fun thing, I got a new drawing tablet, actually. It's a little thing called a Wacom... Wacom... it's Wacom Intuos. It's actually like it's 3/4 the size of the other drawing tablet that I have, but it's a lot more sensitive to pressure as well as drawing. And I think once I get a little bit of practice with it, I'll be able to do some good
It's
stuff.
one of the high-tech ones. It's a good one.
Yep, and it cost a little bit of money, not too much. I only spent like $70 on it, but I got a good deal.
From what I know, its drivers are good compared to others.
Yep. Its drivers are good. It's nice, lightweight. I can actually set it up to do for wireless use if I ever wanted. It's just gonna take some time for me to get it straightened out and all that, you know. All right, let's see. Need some music here.
Yep, it's live on my side and everything in the pipe 5x5.
Draw Monster Cardo. I love that. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what to put on for just some background music. Nah. Mm-mm. No. No, come on. I'm better than this. Hmm. There we go. We'll go with this. Okay, so we should have go with a FLT. Ooh, actually FLT might be a good one. Let's see.
Oh, faster than light travel.
Actually, it's just faster than light, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Zelda, but we definitely could do something a little different here. Thank you, Mike Neist. Okay, yeah, now the YouTube is showing online, so I don't know. I think YouTube just takes a lot longer for some weird reason. By the way, any of you guys get the Humble Freedom Bundle?
What's in it?
Good question is, what's not in it? It's a $30 bundle. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little on the high side. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see, 50, 70 different items.
Right. If it is 70 different items for $30, I say that's a bargain.
70 different items. The majority of them are video games. You have some music. I think you got some books and some comics in there, but it's like 80%, not 85% video games. Only problem is some of the games are gone, have been sold out on this thing. Because so many people have been buying into it. Subnautica was on there, but they ran out of CD keys. They have a Super Meat Boy. Unfortunately, ran out of Steam keys, but they also have a DRM-free download of it. I swear there was one more that they said were out of keys.
Oh, you have Super Meat Boy.
Well, if people are still buying it for this, they might try to get keys to fill those purchases later on.
They might, yeah. Right, yeah, they might have, because Subnautica is the only one that's being marked as just completely out and gone. But yeah, they have 70 different games, 70 different items, games, things like that. And some of the games I do have. So I got like 4 or 5 of them that I do already have, and I'm probably just going to give out gift copies and stuff. Oh, right! I know, Monster Loves You. Monster Loves You was one of them that was sold out, but now it has it listed in here. It's got like Tower of Guns, Song of the Deep, Virus Named Tom, Rockets, Rockets, Rockets.
Subnautica seems like one of the ones where I would think that they would try to go get more keys because it is a big name now.
I think they're trying their best to do it, but they may, since they were able to get ones for Monster, they may be able to get ones for that, but they may be trying to figure out if they can or not.
They'll just have to get in talk with the devs and
they might
get
be
that all cleared through.
They might be. I mean, there's no reason that they wouldn't be. Guns of Icarus Online, Cube, Super Galaxy Squadron. There was a funny one that's like Ninja Pizza Delivery Girl. Beat Hazard Ultra. I mean, seriously, if you take a look at the list of games here, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, that list that you just said, that's a couple of big names.
Stardew Valley, Day of the Tentacle, Invisible Ink, Octodad, World of Goo. Of course, everybody pretty much has that.
Everyone has World of Goo.
Yeah, I know, everybody has that one. Stanley Parable, The Swapper. Let's see. But yeah, I'm just rattling off the ones I'm grabbing here real fast. I'm probably missing more than a few here.
And those are a great list.
Oh yeah, it's a huge list, and it's also got a system shock pack with one and the enhanced version of 1 and 2.
Okay, SyncTube, actually play the music for me.
Play the music, damn you!
It loads, but it was just swirling on the YouTube.
Oh, weird.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Roll F5.
By the way, CMC, just to check, what is my ping looking at for you?
77.
Oh. I was hoping for like a 1 or something, just something stupid, but yeah, I guess it can't be helped.
Given that I recall having, like, 200 usually?
Yeah, I know. Oh, good point. Yeah, that is a good point.
And no, it is not actually loading the song to me on my end.
Weird.
Try kicking in something else, see if it'll kick through.
Certainly. Knock, knock, knock. Swapping over.
Huh. No, I still see the swirly bar saying loading.
Now loading, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not kidding about the whole game thing here. It is insane, and all of this is to earn a fundraiser to earn money for for support of the ACLU, IRC, MSF. They're essentially these are the people telling Trump to go bite a turd. With the whole preventing people from flying into the United States and stuff. You know, that whole clusterfuck.
What?
You know, the big bill that Trump signed, essentially banning anybody from flying in from the United States if they were flying in from any country, even if they had visas or were actually U.S. citizens in some cases, things like that. You know, the big travel ban that Trump did.
I need to check the news, don't I?
Really? This thing was like the first thing he did, like day one.
You realize that I've been ignoring all of his actions.
You know what? In all honesty,
is.
you're probably living a better, happier life than I am right now, because I only pay enough attention to get an idea of what he's doing from the Daily Show. But my God, it's amazing how much he keeps shooting himself in his own foot. It's actually kind of hilarious.
All I know is that it's good that I signed up for the Obamacare stuff before the year turnover.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not arguing that either. Anyway,
but shot everything.
But yeah, the whole thing is a big fundraiser to try to help people out who are having issues with trying to get home or trying to get into America and being detained because of the really messed up travel ban he did and stuff like that. It's crazy moments.
Why would you do a travel ban? That's just wrong on so many levels.
Exactly.
Because if you want to do business, you want to let people travel.
Are we talking about Trump?
Yeah, I'm actually talking about the Humble Bundle that is based around the whole the fundraiser to for the groups that are trying to help the people that are being banned at the airports because of the travel ban.
Sir, I'm enjoying the hypocrisy that the left is showing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Let's just leave that one alone. We could get into this forever, but essentially, there's a big Humble Bundle. It's 70 games for $30, and a lot of them are really good, and usually like $15 or $20 titles.
Well, let's take a look at it.
All right.
Own opinions on that, and I think people are wrong here. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it into the gaming chat here. It's like Humble Freedom Bundle. That's all.
So that's a lot of, actually a lot of software in here.
I told you.
On the Humble Software Bundle.
Oh, that, yeah. Anyway, speaking of which, I currently do have the tabletop set up, and also I'm on fiber optic.
Oh, you pain in the butt. Give it to me. I
honestly wish I could. I wish I could share this with the world. Oh, God. I am literally seeing. I'm at screaming speeds. Oh man, I never thought I'd ever see my computer go this fast when it comes to internet stuff.
Are you scrolling all of the interwebs faster than you ever should?
Not entirely, no. It also is dependent on the service I'm trying to reach out to. But considering I downloaded the entirety of Tomb Raider in literally 10 to 15 minutes while looking away.
Damn. Also, didn't you upload a, hour-long...
Oh yeah, that's right. I uploaded a 2-hour Assassin's Creed video in less than a minute.
Yeah, you have fun with those fiber optics, and I'm sitting here leaving my computer running all day to upload a video.
I feel your pain, man. I used to do that.
I used to spend 8 hours uploading a 15-minute video. Circuit, please save me.
I remember a time where it took me 3 hours just to view one picture of Bionicles. And it wasn't that good a picture.
I think it's more funny that I have literally gone from going into dial-up modem status where I could still hear the sounds of that.
Oh, the nightmare.
Oh, you
At
mean
least
the
it-
dial tone.
At least it was still good enough to, at least it was still good enough to stream, unlike my internet.
True enough. But I've gone from dial-up to crazy fiber optic speeds that are near insane, and it is so wonderful. Okay, so everybody's basically here. Let me go bug Cody one more time and let him know that everybody but him is here now, especially since he really, really does want to play. And then we will give everybody a quick brush up on what's going on and try to make the most of the hour and some change that we have. Walking down the stairs, walking down the stairs.
Welcome to Circuit narrating his life.
We already got that when he did the little video tour of his house.
Which I uploaded to DeppyNet. God rest that site's soul. Creature just couldn't keep it up.
Okay, I just let Clarice know what's going on, and he will be with us shortly.
Well, we could have that again if I stream from my laptop, but I don't want to.
No. You just gotta fix your video card, Peaky. I just gave my cat his little Geico doll. So that thing since it was a kitten. Alright, I think Blanked already knows pretty much what's going on here. So let's go ahead and do a little warm up.
For the insanity.
Alright, last we left our intrepid heroes, they explored the mighty town of Mine. Yeah, there's no real town. Doesn't have a town name. They investigated the church, the court, and also with a robust breakfast investigated the mines. Of course, a few questions were raised about what might be going on, and even more questions were raised about the oddities that were found in this town. However, they decided to temporarily find reprieve in their living quarters. And thus, we now come back to our intrepid, fearless heroes in the living quarters. Now, before we begin, does anybody have any questions, thoughts, conundrums, or anything else of the such and sort?
Nope, I'm good.
So far, I'm so good.
All right.
Pizza.
Gear drop.
Pizza.
Pizza.
That.
Pizza. That is definitely the best answer.
Because pizza is life. Pizza is love. Oh, and by the way,
Pizza, and I'm restarting the computer that I usually see my player sheet with.
also
Because
apparently
it just
someone.
wasn't loading that YouTube.
Yeah, apparently someone already made a plushie of one of the new characters from the movie.
Are you really that surprised?
Damn!
Nope, I'm just telling you.
Yo, take a look at the picture in the show and chat.
Okay. Alright, so CMC is restarting his system real fast.
And then he dies and we never see him again.
Oh my god.
In what chat?
In the show, well, I don't know why he has it in the show chat, but
I
yeah.
think he just didn't want to mess with stuff.
I don't know, yeah, maybe, but that is, oh man, I feel bad for him.
Ouch.
Yeah, basically, Garth just gave him a fuck you.
By the way, there's the plush.
That could have been put in merchandise.
Actually, at the moment, we're still considering it kind of spoilery, just because we haven't really mentioned anything about the movie characters. Though I'm probably gonna have to change that on our next show. I don't think we have a choice. Okay, Pony Man. This is a game called ROAN, ROAN. It is a book RPG based off of the My Little Pony universe. However, it is based in a pulp noir 1940s-esque civilization, which takes a little bit of this and that, but essentially you got ponies that stand on high legs if they want. There's guns, along with magic and swords. Violence aplenty, damsels in distress, airships that can fly, cannons that carry the wielding sword of fire!
And then there's the robot that can basically be a storage unit in case you need to hide something.
Essentially an annoying little piece of me.
I thought that was Rustical.
No, Rusticle's vanished at this point, so we can't really make the joke about him at the moment. Any case, I wish Blinked would get in here already so we could just get started. Well, that and we're still waiting for CMC to... Or did you finish restarting CMC?
It's a slow computer, but
No, I'm just...
I can keep track of things.
Okay.
Holy moly, they only decided. eShop purchases on the Wii or on Switch are going to be tied to an account now. No longer shall you have to buy the same game 30 times.
Wait, what?
Yep.
No, I didn't hear that. What?
Nintendo Switch eShop accounts are tied to an account now.
Oh, thank you, God. Oh, God. That is the one thing I'm most happy about. Just because if something goes wrong with a Wii or Wii U, you have to get your information transferred to that new account if you don't just get a new account altogether, and then you gotta tie it all in and download everything all over again. Oh my God, what a headache. Heck, I'm basically buying Blank's Wii U because I bought so many things for it, and I just don't want to have to go through the hassle of getting my own Wii U and getting all that fixed out.
Now maybe they'll update the Wii U to where and you'll have your stuff on the Wii or the Nintendo Switch.
Doubtful.
Well, who knows? They might. I can't argue that. They might end up just saying, you know what, screw it. Screw it, some of the tentacle monsters. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, there's Blanked.
Howdy doody, Blank.
All right, I've already gone over what we've done, what's happened before our last session ended about 2 weeks ago. Now you guys are in the living quarters. Evening begins to draw close. As you hear sounds start to come from the mines, as the mine workers begin to switch shifts, you see that the sun is beginning to set and an amber color fills the sky. Nothing much has happened since after you explored the mines, but all of you can't help shake the feeling that something odd is going on in this town. Of course,
Why would there be a
you already
morning
plugged
shift at
away a
night?
little. You already plugged away a little bit at some of those theories as to what might be happening,
That's not small.
and that is where your story begins.
Continues.
Well, that too. So you are now in your living quarters. What now?
Mm.
And by the way, Rustical is now completely asleep and will probably be in a coma for the rest of the session.
Or adventure.
Yeah.
Huh, dodging
No,
Goober.
it's kind of bad that Rusty tucked himself out. We could have used it to sneak around, fly, and be a sneaky little batty self and be able to tell us what's going on out there. But I guess that can't really be helped. That was in character, by the way.
I imagine it was.
Rusty's token next to the building instead of on the building.
Okay, fine.
I see no overlay won't come up. What the hell's up with that?
I don't know. Oh, there you are.
Dead.
Holy shit, you're at a 5, Blanked. No, you're at a 1! Oh, now you're at 441. Now you're at
I'm not
24.
even here yet.
your ping is going all over the map. It's
How's it 2?
that's
So
a 3.
Blanked has a good Blanked has good net, but a shit computer.
Yeah, I know, right? His ping is at 3. I never thought I'd ever see a ping at 3.
I
I
have,
can't. Who's the. What the fuck?
I have a good computer.
Josh, get off, damn it. Or who
What?
the hell?
What'd I do?
Who the fuck's on my color?
What are you talking about? Oh!
Target.
I'm sorry. I intensely apologize. I completely forgot about that.
Always keeps doing this. Always fucking forgets.
Suddenly a very angry bird appears out of nowhere and starts to sit on Blank's face.
Suddenly, I throw 5 side points. Have that bird turn into an animation that gives us all fucking 10,000 gold. Now shut up and play.
Wah. Okay.
You remember, you are well within punching range.
I know. Okay. Stop threatening the table master. What the hell? Stop.
Table master. The guy who makes all the fucking things. You may weave the story, but I could create the scene.
You do it willingly and you kind of beg for it.
It gives me something to do when I'm not doing the little art thing with Vaguely on Wednesdays.
Moving on. So, any case, you guys, you're currently in the living quarters, yada yada yada. Toa has made mention that it's a damn shame that Rustical is asleep to the world.
Dead to the wild. Ah! Sorry.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm kicking back because reasons.
I have no freaking idea what to do now.
So let's see here. So it's still evening?
It's the late afternoon. It's starting to turn into evening. The sky is turning to a color of amber as the sun sets.
Why is there another shift going into the mine? Isn't it unsafe to mine at night?
It's always dark in a mine, dude.
Right?
Unless the bat ponies all got augmentations to have night vision, yeah, it kind of is.
They have lights inside of a mine, you know.
Yeah, but even with the best light, It'll not get everything.
It's a mine. That's one of the dangers of working in a mine. It can be dark, dank, and ugh. I'm not even partially surprised there's multiple shifts. I mean, as much as they were, boisting and boosting and yada yada, saying about all the stuff about their gyms and whatnot, it's not hard to put together. They probably have more than one shift going in at different times.
True, but it's like, I don't know. It's kind of as if that it's just automatons, but they're organic.
Well, this is way too early in the evening to try any shenanigans. I say we probably might want to go get something to eat. Probably grab some takeout for the.
Yeah.
She is sleeping upside down while sitting on a bed. Why does she bat pony? Anyways.
By the way, have we checked the bag? I think the donuts are long past their due date and have become sentient.
The donut is now a bagel. Leave it alone.
The donut is now
Ignore the
Google.
donuts.
The donut is now a bagel. Leave it alone.
Yeah, stay out of the current NPC characters.
Actually, the donut is now completely protected by a magical barrier known as the World of Wrap. The World of Wrap is a special protection afforded to all bags that any perishable foods will not perish as long as the user is not there. So quit complaining.
The donut is made out of baguette bread.
The donut has more preservatives than most jams. Leave it alone.
I only brought it up because
That's not much preservative. You need to go World War II rations.
The donut is the previous version of the Twinkie. It inspires the Twinkies, which can survive nuclear holocaust. So leave it alone.
Yeah,
I wasn't messing with it. I was just bringing it up for this reason.
It's just the dumb reason, and you know it.
Now that you brought that up, you got me wanting to see how long till Twinkies expire. Because I'm kind of curious now.
What have I done?
After the nuclear hell. That's when they expire.
Okay, let's continue, guys. Granted, I know I'm not going to complain 100% because let's face it, we didn't do this for a week. We got some catching up. We have some stupid to catch up on.
We have brain.
We have brain in jar.
Yay!
Mayonnaise.
Okay, so one of you is deciding to go foodie. Do you follow?
If we had food before we went back to the house.
I don't remember if we did or not. That's why I'm just supposing.
I know that we had food before we went out. Because we had the food at the
That's true.
This place.
I was like around breakfast or so, and now suddenly it's evening because supposedly the trip took longer to navigate than mine than we thought, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. And mine took a while, and plus all the exploring you did, it made it later in the morning before you actually started going through the mine, and time.
Time nonsense!
Time no jutsu.
Whee! Boop.
Okay.
Well, anywhere that Pope goes, I have.
Sorry, what?
Anywhere that Pope goes, I have to go because of that priest. And if you can't tell, my character's doing the loony symbol.
Okay, at this point, Pope is no longer part of the equation. Oh, Pope, never mind. Please continue. I don't know why. When I heard Pope, I thought Rustico. I don't know why.
I'm muted.
Probably the last thing
crazy
you
hiccup
heard.
shit right now.
No, he's hiccuping. He's popping out little bubbles. Sorry, that's just what I just totally imagined. Anyways,
Second,
do we want to hit the same place for something to eat, or do you want to go try another spot in this town? See if we can get more information.
Let's get something to eat first.
Well, yeah, check gossip and shit.
Yeah.
What gossip?
Do we want to try another shop? Is the bigger question because we already talked to Charlie, number one bargain or whatever his name was again.
Yeah, unless the people at that the miners have started actually talking, I don't think they're getting any kind of gossip. Now, there's one thing that we can do. You know, the constantly drunk guy, we could break him out, sober him up, and question him.
Do you really want to deal with that smell, though?
What smell?
The smell of a man of
Smell of wasted potential, Toa. Something I'm pretty sure you'll never experience.
the
Unless
smell.
That or the smell of shame.
The smell of a wasted potential, which I smelled like which I smell like constantly, and the smell of booze for months and months of the time without showering.
The best
Sounds
thing is
unhealthy.
life generally is. Anyways. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but the better question is how we're going to get the guy out without us being noticed. Especially still being sunlight out, and, you know, people having seen us run around, we kind of stick out like sore thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I'm pretty sure that the little one warned us, so she might be able to steal a key or something. Them's the breaks.
Or just lockpick the door. If we have somebody that can do that. Like, at this point, are they even sure that they even still guard that? At this point, do they even have anybody guarding? Been there for months, and he gets booze every day.
Always possible.
But beyond that, we should go to eat, whether there or to go. We need to check out the other shops just to see what they have to say.
The more information, the better, considering we have no idea what we're walking into.
Yeah, and it's going to be nice to see if they left all the shop owners and just made the miners go crazy, or if they messed with everybody. Except our lovable food creator.
Well, sounds like a plan. Let's rock and roll.
Alright, so you've decided to break the drunk out of his cell.
Not yet. First we're eating, then we're going to check out the other shop. If we break the drunk out of his cell, it's going to be during the day.
Alright, so you've decided to enjoy some more food as well as check out the other shops.
These are the correct assumptions to make, you see.
Yes. Okay, so you and your party get up and head out of the living quarters to go to the shops. You see that the transfer of the townspeople from one shift to the other has already happened, and the streets are now completely empty as the sun is slowly beginning to set and the sky takes a darker amber color. As you continue to walk towards the nearby shops, you do see that the restaurant smokestack is still piling high. It looks like that number one bargain is still continuing to make his food, as a few other shops still contain glowing lights indicating that they are indeed open. However, there's only a few other shops that are showing open, and the rest of them are blacked out, showing that they have probably closed for the evening. As you take a look at the shops, you can gauge some of them. One of them looks like it may be a simple grocery shop with just simple food and snacks. Another one looks like it may be a utility shop for the miners containing different mining gear, or at least that's what it seems to be implying, with a pickaxe right outside the front door and a pith helmet right outside, right on one of the windows. And one more shop does contain an orb. It looks like it may be a fortune teller shop of all things.
That's an odd commodity to have here in a mining town in the middle of nowhere.
Think we should follow the plot thread.
Just reaches over, slightly paps him on the beak. Stop that.
That was out of character. Like
I know. Just something out of nowhere. Like, Pope, is that like a fortune teller's? Is that like a crystal ball to anybody else?
Yeah, it does look like it. It appears to be quartz, if not a little bit cleaner gem.
Anybody feel like having their fortune read today?
My fortune predicts that I will have to knock out a priest sooner or later.
That's in everybody's to-do list. Anyways.
Might as well.
Food first. We'll poke at the bear, quote unquote, later.
Let me correct my accent. Yes, I'm quite interested in getting my fortune read, see what the future holds for me. Probably death, dismemberment, and a little more death at this point with what we're doing with our lives.
That's a bit of a bleak future to have all of a sudden.
Are you sure it doesn't involve some money?
I foresee money. I foresee tons of money and a working airplane. What do you think, Pope?
Balance, serenity.
Close enough. Rock and roll.
Good little guy. Just pat Pope on the head. Keep your beliefs up strong. No, I know what I was saying. It's just the life of an adventurer. Money, glory, and eventually, unless you live long enough to retire, painful death.
He's not wrong.
Not right either.
The confidence in this team is amazing.
We're realistic. We're realists here.
I'm very stubborn.
I'm very stubborn.
Nearly
How did Ro have so much trouble killing you? I'm very stubborn.
After dealing with
I'm assuming that's a JoJo reference I don't know.
Actually,
no, that's a abridged Android 13 movie.
Oh, okay.
But after having to deal with a plane basically falling out of the sky, I know it's a blimp, but semantics.
And
We all
It was an
went
airship,
into
but okay.
Yeah, we went into realistic mindsets because we went, this is dangerous, and yet we choose to do this.
no, for JoJo, if you want to do it, what's that dude who has fucking?
It's Dio.
It's not
Like-
Dio. It's not Dio. I'm thinking of Purple Haze.
Question: have any of you watched the new the new little cell game thing that Team 4 Star uploaded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
No.
one? The Kenshiro one or the Sonic one? Both are pretty funny.
And then
The
there was,
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
That's Kenshiro.
yeah, he showed.
Did you know you're already an asshole?
Do you know you're
Again.
already dead?
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
Ah!
Imagine
gonna
it's
eat
just his
that?
life now. He just keeps exploding over and over again until he sure leaves.
This is my life now. I accept it.
Every time he tries to get aggressive with it, explodes, giving him more bug meat to eat.
Well, at least Kenshiro won't be hungry anymore.
All right, everybody back on focus.
All right, let's get this over before we can.
Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock
30
and roll.
minutes.
All right, so you decide to explore the fortune teller.
No, food first and fortune teller.
Say what?
Food, then fortune.
All right, you go to the food place first. Sorry, you guys keep jumping around. I'm having a hard time keeping track sometimes.
And welcome to
Come
our
on,
mind.
step it up.
All right, as you head into the restaurant, you see that number one bargain is there once again. He is flying around the restaurant, cleaning up tables, wiping down counter. It looks completely pristine as it did this morning. With him eagerly and almost crazily making sure that the the counter is so polished that you could see your face on it. It probably helps that the counter is metal.
You're number one. Why do you keep cleaning this place?
Well,
To that degree.
Well, it's gotta be clean. Everybody knows that a restaurant's gotta be clean. If it's not clean, then nobody wants to eat out of a dirty restaurant, and they've gotta make sure it's clean.
You do realize this level of just wipe my finger down. I just wipe my finger down the part of the bar that he's wearing. I've not seen anything this clean since my maids deep cleaned my house.
Well, that's what I pride myself on. Clean, efficient service.
Not wrong.
Yes, service with one person. But anyway, it's a good job that you managed to do that with being a person. Why don't you just start a cleaning business? Go to a big city. The way you clean, you would make it big in a big city. By yourself, you could probably, the way this place looks, you could probably clean probably 50 houses a day and make the bits of your dream. Open all kinds of small restaurants and hire people to work for you.
No, can't do that. Can't do that. Gotta clean here. Gotta clean the restaurant. Gotta cook the restaurants. This is my life. This is what I want. This is what I enjoy.
Gotta cook the restaurant though. Exactly. Anybody else catch that particular bad bit?
Oh no, I did catch it, and I don't think it was a bad term.
Man, he is tired.
I just snapped my fingers in front of his face, like, you need to take it. You need to sleep. Have you? How long has it been slept?
Sleep?
And before the sleep is for the week.
I usually I sleep when it's completely dark out and there's nobody that will want food. Nobody wants a midnight snack around here.
Yeah, given the group here, it's not unheard of for a little bat pony to want a midnight snack.
Not here.
I just quietly nod and go, Russical is going to have fun.
Okay. Man, you act like you haven't slept in days. You just said you were going to cook your own restaurant.
I did? Huh.
Yes.
I can play it back for you. Plays back the thing.
Why are you recording everything it says?
You never know whenever someone's in danger and you don't want to explain everything, so you just play the info.
Actually sound like that? I'm not that crazy. No, that recording's gotta be false. Anyway, are you here to... I'm sure you're here for eating. What do you want?
I know I need to look at the menu again. Can I have a couple of menus?
Oh, yes. He immediately flies over, grabs a big stack of menus, and sets them down on a table, beckoning you over with his wing. As you see, the menu has actually changed. Now it is a dinner menu consisting of a few pasta dishes. One of them is a very familiar spaghetti. You also see a very common beef roast. And there's also an interesting one called the Mining Special.
What's on this mining special, number one?
Well, the Mining Special is pretty simple. It's leftovers.
Ah. So the lunch bucket kind of deal that they come and pick up in the morning.
Well, kind of. It basically is just what we have left over. Some of the miners are just they just live really thrifty. They just want whatever they can get for the cheap. I just pile it all into a big bowl and they have at it. Never complain, never worry. No matter what I put in there, they'll just eat it and walk away. It's amazing.
And they probably
Well, the fact they can walk away is a decent sign.
Yeah, eat more than the size they are, and just walk out Nothing. Ah, well. The astounding ability of stomachs never cease to amaze me when it comes to gluttony, when it comes to the hardworking people of the working class.
His wings kind of ruffle a little bit with the comment, but it doesn't seem to show any irritation at all. Not sure if that was just out of a physical habit or if that actually ruffled his feathers.
Just reach over lightly. Just bop the bird in the back of the head.
I'll just grab the and just look at him. Yes. Leave me be. I am me, and you are you. I will say what I say when I say it. God, screw the consequences. I'm tired of watching my mouth around so many dignified people. It's just a pain in the butt.
He just seems to keep standing there waiting for an order.
You know, man, you can interject anything that you want. Well, it's not going to distract us from ordering food. That's why we came here.
So what's in the crazy bucket today?
It kind of depends on what I have in the fridge. I think I have a week-old pie. I think I have a soup from about 3 days ago, and I think I still have some of that meatloaf from two nights past. Probably plop it all in there together.
I hope you keep the soup separate. That sounds like the.
Yeah, I said we put it all in a bowl, and and that's exactly how they eat it. Like I said, it's kind of surprising, but it's surprising. But usually I would just throw this stuff away because obviously it would just go bad, and nobody wants to eat food that's a few days old unless it's on the cheap.
I think I'll go for a steak myself.
All right. Hey, Charlie, we need another turfer.
Forget he yells that.
And a pot roast for me.
Hey, Charlie, we need another rabbit in the soup.
Was there spaghetti out on the menu tonight?
Yes, there is.
I'll take that.
Hey, Charlie, we need another noodle rebellion.
You're having fun coming up with these names, aren't you, boss?
I'm trying really hard to make them humorous, but it makes sense. I should have called it Rabbit Sauna. That would have been awesome. Oh well, hindsight. Alright, and is there anything else I can get for you, fine gentlemen? Or robot?
I don't eat.
Did Silver come with us?
Yeah, Silver is with you. He apparently is just minding a drink of water. Very quietly. It's like he's there, but, you know, he's just kind of not there at the moment, too.
Can't tell. I've kind of laid back because all that standing did a number on my hip.
Oh, no. He messaged me that he's away for the moment.
Ah.
But, yeah, so Silent is there as well. He's just being Silver is being silent.
He probably would have some food. Don't know what, though.
Okay, we'll give him some roast, too. We'll give him a pot roast.
Alright.
By the way, even Creature and Sketchy agree with me on the plush.
Yeah, we all do. Okay, so we are... Okay, Charlie, we got 2 rabbits for the sauna! And he jumps in the back and he starts shouting it out. Okay, we got a turf, 2 rabbits in the sauna, and pasta rebellion! And starts cooking it all up. And just a few moments later, he flies right out. All of the dishes are on his wings, arms, and head. And he lays them all on your table in a quick, efficient manner. It's actually kind of surprising how effortlessly F F F F F F F F F F F F F Okay.
Okay.
But he does. Oh god, bah. He sets
does
the
get
plates
put
down
down
without
eventually.
effort, which is kind of awesome. And then he immediately goes back to to wiping off stuff. So you guys have your food. And Silver begins to eat quietly, while almost like he's thinking of what to do next.
Chomp, chomp, slurp, slurp, swallow, swallow, swallow.
Cow.
Peck.
Peck. Simply put, peck.
Heck.
All right.
No. I've got spaghetti. So what you're getting is.
I'm slowly turning into trash pigeon over here. Don't play metal around me or I might go full pigeon.
No, jeez. Anyway, let's get back into this. So, we've already asked this guy about a bunch of things, so there wouldn't be much more to ask him for anything else.
All right.
Hey, number one.
Yes.
The sheriff made a mention about a drunk, I think earlier today or so. You know anything about the guy?
Oh, good old Bob.
Hold. We learned about it from this guy.
Hey, I forgot what it is. It's been a week, dude. I forget.
Yeah.
You did? Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we
I
learned
did
about
mention Bob.
That's right, he did. I think it was something with both ways.
We learned about it from this guy, and we didn't actually ask the sheriff
Anything directly. Okay.
because the sheriff sent us to the mines.
That's
Because
right.
we
We didn't
had
get
to-
much time to converse with him. So yeah, number one, what can you tell us more about the Bob fellow?
Well, Bob always actually he did enjoy the drink, but he never brought himself over to a drunken state. It's kind of weird, really. It's just like one day he just started to drink and he didn't stop. It's almost it's kind of weird. It's almost like he's trying to block something, but I don't know exactly what in the world might be going on there. Of course, every time he tries to talk, he's usually so drunk he slurs all his words. He begins to go from one topic to the other. I mean, the guy's crazy. He's like jumping all over the place and all willy-nilly. I mean, he's just crazy.
What's some of those topics that he would talk about?
Well, I don't really know. Usually, I've just been too busy cleaning up. He talked about the mine, and then talked about birds. Then he was talking about some sort of seasoning. I don't know what that was all about. I asked him if I should put it on my fries or something. He kind of gave me a look like I was asking him if I wanted to kill his kid or something.
What kind of seasoning?
I don't know. Pepper?
Salt?
No, yeah, that was it. Yeah, he's talking about salt.
Robot mind just put two and two together as soon as he had seasoning, but didn't say anything out loud. I'm just saying that
We've
now.
already all put two and two together, but this guy doesn't seem like he's on the up and up with the wrong side of things, so.
I think he's on it without knowing it.
But in any case, I guess the stuff is expensive because he didn't really talk too much more about it, and he just kind of went off topic onto something else. Of course, he went on to something else, and then something else, and then something else, and just drinking away. I'm not even sure if he remembers how to get that seasoning anymore. It's a shame. I could always like trying to spice up my food.
I think you're better off going with what you got, bud.
Yo, number one, who brings us these?
I don't know, just delivery trucks. They usually come with all sorts of stuff, supplies from the mines, big bags of this, that, and the other, and I just get the food and stuff that I use for both rations as well as just more exotic cooking.
And I'm going to guess that they're unmarked trucks. Those generic box trucks that just come in every once in a while.
Yeah, that's him. Usually come every
Mhm.
couple of days or so and just swap things in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that's why the miners are always so freaking, always so busy. They're always loading in those trucks. They're always coming in. It's like they don't stop. They always come in with something and they always leave with something. So it's got to be a lot of good work. Surprising that they actually keep wanting the cheap bowl, but well,
It happens, I suppose.
and as he finishes talking with you guys, he starts to clean up the dishes of the as they're completely emptied up.
Yeah, number one, how long has it been since you ate?
Oh, I eat all the time here. You know, just a little sandwich here, piece of cake there. I mean, I'm literally surrounded by food. How could I not?
Well, that just depends on the person.
Is there anyone in town who doesn't eat here at the diners?
Huh. Well, oddly enough, I don't believe the priest has actually come by here to eat some food. I guess he gets food from either the churches or something. I don't believe that any of the mine people ever come by here. The owner Zerk ever comes in here for food either.
So it's always so. I take it the sheriff, the owner, and the church crowd never come around here.
Oh no, the sheriff's here all the time. He enjoys the
Yeah.
food. He always has a cup of coffee with me too.
And I take it he does not eat the same. He
No.
actually takes the time to order something pretty good, other than grabbing the leftovers for a quick bite. Just fill himself up.
Oh well, I always offered him the leftovers. I know the sheriff doesn't exactly have a lot of money, but he always, every time I do, he always makes that face. I guess when I told him about the when we had pudding and spaghetti in the bowl, it didn't exactly appease him. He always just likes to have a simple meal, you know, just a sandwich and a coffee or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. And do you eat your leftovers every day when you do actually sit down and eat a nice meal?
And well, I'll eat some of them. You know, sometimes we got a lot of leftovers. I can't exactly eat a giant pot of stew by myself, can I? But I'll eat some of it, as you know, if there's leftovers, because you know they're leftover. What are you gonna do?
Yes. What do you season it with?
Oh, I got seasons from all over ROAN here. Mostly though, I just keep to the standard salt, pepper, a little cayenne for a spice ting, cinnamon, you know, whatever the recipe really calls for. I don't try to do anything special.
Okay. Question, guys, out of character. What does salt actually look like? Since
Looks like
it's
regular salt.
Okay.
Okay. Well, salt. It just kind of looks like regular salt, really. Yeah.
But I take it you don't use all that much in it, in none of your food, but it could be quite a bit of salt when you together in the slot bucket or in the minor special. I take it, right?
No. Maybe a little bit of sprinkling, but I don't really put much of the way of seasonings there. In fact, see right there on the table, we usually leave the salt and pepper up to the people. Sometimes I'll just put a little bit just because the recipe calls for it to bring out the flavors, but you know, some people are particular about their salt.
Do the miners particularly like their salt?
Some of them do. Some of them don't. Oddly enough, some of them won't even touch the salt shakers. They say it's not good enough. I don't get it. It's kind of why I was trying to figure out what those seasonings were that Bob was talking about. Maybe there was something special about them that made them a little tastier. You never know when those newfangled seasonings from Mirages, or if they manage to find something across the ocean that actually manages to spice up a dish.
I take the salt shaker and season a little bit of what I got left of my pot roast with it, and I take a bite. Does anything happen?
It's salt.
Okay, I wanted to know if it was normal salt or if it was.
It's perfect. Well, from what you can tell, it's perfectly normal salt. But then again, you're a griffin.
So
And, well-
it really heavily affects ponies.
Well, then it acts as normal on kind of like regular salt on griffins.
Yeah, it's just basically that. It's just like you're eating a just normal salt. But then again, yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell if it was bad salt or not.
Can Toa analyze it and see if it's? Is that? Do you have that ability, or?
I think Toa might have some sort of ability like that. Toa, you there?
I'm here.
Well, let me bring up his character sheet here real fast.
He's got magic eye. I don't know if that lets him check down composition.
No, not mage eyes. Knowledge maybe, and probably survival too. Just
Well,
because.
I've got
That's-
alchemy, but I don't think that would catch this.
I know it'll be harder on me.
Actually,
since I'm a griffin.
salt is an alchemic thing. It is basically. Let's face it, it's
Okay, so
crack.
then-
It is crack, so there is alchemy involved.
Actually, back to the first day, I think I did find it with alchemy. So yeah.
Yeah, he did actually.
Yeah.
If I recall.
And now that I know what the salt that was in there, I can compare and see if it looks the same.
I'll go with knowledge on that one then.
Yeah. So,
Can
I'll
I?
also do an alchemy check.
Yep.
Oh, I actually don't have survival,
dice.
so never mind
8
on
dice.
my point.
Knowledge,
Roll.
rolling 7, going for even.
4 of 8.
Yeah, out of my 7, I got 2.
Yeah.
I got 3 out of 7.
I season my pot roast a little more with pepper and
Okay.
possibly salt, and just go to town on what's left.
Okay, as he's enjoying the salt and pepper, you guys start to get a hunch of what Blue was going after, and look at the salt a little more closely. After a careful analysis, deduction, and thinking of every single angle, you realize it's table salt.
I breathe a sigh of relief and go, oh, I don't speak aloud because most of the time I've been walking around, I haven't really been talking too much.
Of course, keep in mind
Figuring
that...
figuring that the other guys understand what I just did, I shake a little onto my dish.
Or at least what they can tell it's regular salt. And I just don't care at this point. I'm just gonna eat it.
Yeah, like you would care. What's it gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that that after Volpe takes a look at it, he starts to sprinkle it on his own food. You probably get the hint that either he's given up on life or he has figured out that the salt is safe.
And then he takes a bite and then he dies. And
He takes a bite and he doesn't die, but he starts to get a glassy-eyed look, and now suddenly has an incredible urge to do things.
he does.
No, I'm
Or are you
kidding.
joking?
I'm kidding. He's
That's
not. No, he's fine.
I think it would be a willpower roll if anything.
There will be a willpower roll, but it's not necessary. He is fine. It is just salt. Nothing more, nothing less.
I've accepted this at this point. like I said, I'm just downing it or just seasoning my food with it. Although I do think some of the seasoning he has been getting is salt. It is not the stuff that he has out on the tables, and I doubt he even realizes it.
You said you got something that's a week old. How do you preserve it so that it doesn't grow mold like waiting that long?
Oh well, amazingly enough, when I was yeah, you see the owner of the mine, Cubic, when I was telling him about the food going bad and that you know, starting to question where all the money was going and things like that, he just decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get you one of them newfangled cold machines. It's actually pretty amazing. Well, actually, I think they call it a cooler. But yeah, it's a pretty ingenious thing. It's pretty expensive too. They use a crystal that it's infused with a ice spell of some sort. It actually keeps things nice and cold and preserves them for quite some time, especially in this arid desert. Used to be we couldn't keep things past a couple of days, even if I heavily salted them.
So, do you have does the trunks that bring you salt, bring you seasonings and stuff, bring industrial bags of salt to you throughout the week?
No. They just bring a couple of canisters of normal salt. In fact, usually I don't have to order all that much because usually things don't get salted all that much around here. He walks over to the back area, reaches up on a shelf, and he just puts down a canister of salt. It has a little pony and a yellow raincoat that seems to be splashing in water as salt's pouring all around her. Yeah, just need about one of these canisters a month, and I'm usually golden. Don't really order all that much more extra. I don't have a ton of storage space anyway.
Well, I mean, unless they're spiking the cross universal Norton salt canisters, I don't think that nothing of the baseline that he gets is salt. This is all out of character.
Of course.
So eating salt, that's why he's as energetic as he is. He's getting it from some other source.
If he is.
If he is. He's definitely acting like it and starting to go crazy.
No, it's not actually, no. When they're under assault, it's a lack of a personality that sticks out. Not having a personality. He's got too much to be under it.
Okay. Alright, well, I thought so. When you talk about Joe, I think they go completely crazy. Okay. Alright, so we definitely know the miners are on salt because of his comments, that's for sure. So, we'll figure out what to go on with them. I wonder how crazy they'll act once the supply gets cut off.
Wait and see.
Wait and see. Anyway, I think at this point we've exhausted all of our options with
He's here at this place.
Yeah, with number 1. Maybe we'll find number 2 through 5 for him. Staff back.
Shut up. Okay. Yeah, I think we are done with those lawyers. I think we're all gonna pay and then
Alright, so you finish up with the restaurant, pay off your tab, and he waves goodbye as he starts to clean up again, and now you are outside once again. The sun has set a little bit further, and instead of a dark red, you're starting to see just a slight glow of orange, and the ground is starting to become darker and darker. Night swiftly approaches.
Whelp, whelpity, whelp, whelp, whelp of a whelp, whelper, whelp. How about guys, we hit the psychic shops that we were checking out earlier.
If it's still open.
if any of them are still open, sure, why not? And then after that, we should probably see what we can do about snooping around the jailhouse to see if we can see if there's anybody actually guarding the guy.
Well, the psychic shop actually probably opened up around the got there, you know. Psychics in the middle of the night kind of do, you know.
It's your stick.
Yeah, it's their shit. So we're probably safe on them.
What were the other shops still open?
Okay, there was a shop with some general goods, a shop with mining equipment, and the shop and the psychic shop, along with the restaurant.
Well, we all heard my vote. I want to see what the crazy psychic has to say about me. Probably nothing good.
I want to head over to the mining shop, see what type of tools they're using.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see.
And okay, so you got one heading over to the mining shop and one over to the psychic shop.
And Toe is following me. Just to keep...
Is the mining shop even open right now?
It is.
Surprising.
Isn't it so?
Alright. We'll say for the moment that Silver decides to follow Krim.
Because he...
Since Val has been around some equipment, she'll probably go with Pope and look at the gear and see if it actually makes proper sense.
Oh, wait, did Silent come back? Oh no, wait, there he went. Keeps popping in and out.
One Chameleon attempts at the moment with him.
Say what?
He comes and goes.
Ah ha ha ha. Okay, so Val is heading back to the living quarters?
No, I was gonna go with Pope and check out the equipment, see if it makes sense, because she knows machinery to a degree.
Got it. Okay, so you three are heading over to the shop to there. So we're gonna go with Blue first, since he was so eager to jump on that. As you enter the psychic shop, you see nothing. The shop.
Get nothing.
The shop. Right now, the shop. You see a soft glow of a lantern that has been lit. Looks like it's been lit for a while, as the lantern it has burned down the wick quite a lot. Along with that, you do see that there are you see plenty of little odds and trinkets, things like that, that are just all over the place. Various bits of possible voodoo, as well as fortune telling, cards, skulls of different creatures. You see jars of indiscriminate items, a couple of books that are written in scripts that you can't understand, and a definite crystal ball that is that has a tablecloth right under it, shimmering like a sea of stars. The shop is completely quiet, though. Krim, roll a perception.
Oh, joy! The thing that I can't do.
Well, let's see if how noticeable you can make
one
things.
for Silver?
Yeah, go ahead and roll one for Silver, since I'm sure he would be joining in too if he could.
Yeah, he would probably have a danger sense, like.
If he did, I would have notified. Well, I would have had him roll it if there was in need of it.
And this was a perception roll?
Yes.
Yep.
Roll for perception.
Evens, because even great, and no, two out of 4. I see nothing. I am blind.
4 out of 6.
All right. As you see nothing, you notice that Silver seems to notice something else. He walks up to the crystal ball and lightly rubs his hoof on it, and dust comes off.
Well, atmospheric, but this has been this way for a while.
Silver nods and just keeps looking around, trying to figure out if anybody or anything was even there at the moment.
Is there an entrance to the back, and is the carpet particularly crunchy, or is it particularly wet?
There is an entrance to the back. The carpet does not appear to be crunchy. It looks incredibly smooth, and in fact it just looks like a rug that's been laid there and hasn't been moved since it's been laid.
And so does it look like a brand new carpet that was put down?
No, it looks like a fairly old rug.
Okay. I go to the back door, or go to the entrance to the back. Is it a door, or is it just an open?
It's just open.
I knock on the door frame and go, "Hello, is anyone back there? You have customers?"
You take a look and you see that it is completely dark outside of the light that you get from the candle. What you can't see though is pretty much somebody's living situation. It looks like a bed, a table that they would eat from. It looks like there is a couple of plates there. They are empty of food, but other than that there is nothing else around, and it just looks abandoned.
Is there an entrance to an attic anywhere?
Nope.
Wait, is it a rug or a carpet?
It's a rug.
I look under it. Is there a trap door?
No, just a wooden floor, and it feels like solid ground right underneath.
No, I was just looking to see if there's a trap door. Just in the classic under it, I wouldn't have been testing the floor.
No, there's no trapdoor. It just looks like normal flooring. Do you do anything else?
She had the psychic, who's not here at the moment and probably hasn't been here for a very long time. What kind of knickknacks do they have on the shelf?
Oh, well, you see that it definitely has quite a few little bit of knickknacks. You can, at a closer look, you do see a couple of cracked crystals that were probably used for energy collection, mostly magic. You do see some things that have a little bit more synonymous with the occult, and things maybe not so much. A couple of dolls that are peculiarly pony-shaped, but not for anything descriptively pony-shaped. A few books, how to for beginners. No, sorry, I keep saying that. Okay, how to voodoo so well, magic and all the fun involved, and fortune telling for dummies. Along with that, you also see a few other trinkets, just pieces of marble, little magical stones, just things that look all surprising and amazing, but also would be collected by kids that think that something is really cool.
Question: is the book about fortune telling for dummies? Is it written by the great Calder?
Is it written by what?
The great Calderassi, the greatest fortune teller ever known.
No, he wrote the book the fortune telling book for dummies that are really dummies.
Well, I'm sure you don't get what I was referencing.
I know you're talking about Kadarashi.
I'm confused.
He's making a Dragon Quest VIII reference.
Well, I am going to pick up the voodoo dolls. I can't sense any magic out. But, you know, if there's not a trap that's going to go off, there's not a trap that's going to go off.
Okay. Yep. No traps, no nothing. It's completely quiet.
And we don't need a danger sense roll?
There's no need for a danger sense roll. It's actually incredibly quiet.
Okay, so I pocket the voodoo dolls because I want to know if they have any magic in them or if they're associated with anybody after the fact, after we leave. And I want to clean off all
what?
all the dust off the crystal ball.
Okay. You pocket the dolls, you clean up all the dust, and everything looks a little bit better, like somebody has been here recently.
Yes, that's obvious already from the fact that the carpet is disturbed since we walked in. Or sorry, the rug was disturbed since we walked in. And I look into the crystal ball. I know I can't sense any magic, but magic might happen if I look into it, because it might be a magical crystal ball, or it could just be a crackbox glass ball.
As you look into the crystal ball, you see a face. The face looks bulbous, and it looks almost hideous. It has a weird blue tint to it. And you realize you're looking at yourself. And then suddenly you realize it's a rather dashing face, actually. Maybe you shouldn't be so quick to judge.
Oh.
That's cheeky son of a bitch.
I couldn't.
No, I knew what he was doing whenever he started going with the hideous bulbous face.
He already knew. Okay. Oh, I see. Silent had a computer crash. He'll be back in a second.
You, and I knew it was like, and I knew as soon as you didn't go, something extravagant happened. That nothing actually happened. You were just insulting the character.
I was just having fun with it because, in all there's really nothing there.
Pretending as fuck, yo.
Like I said, I don't know if the crystal ball's actually magical. I wanted to see if it actually
I know. I just had to have a little fun with it. There's no way I couldn't.
Now I am gonna drag Pulpe at least over here, or Robo Girly Man over there into the shop to check out the anything in
Detect
here is
magic?
actually to see if anything is actually magical in here. But before I do
the
that,
Magi could do it.
Yeah, he's got Magi.
All right, but before he does it, what are you doing now?
I'm walking out and going to the shop, to the other shop now. Silent can stay if he wants.
Hold on.
Silent.
Let me check to see if he has Magi.
I don't think he would. I don't think he has any
Just magic hand and gun mage.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything to detect magic, so he's staying around to keep looking while you run over to the other shop. Now, in the meantime, going over to our others that went over to the shop initially, you walk over to the mining shop. You see that the light is still on. It shows all indications that it is still completely open as you walk up to the door and open it. As you go in, you see that there is a single pony just sitting there on a stool. He kind of looks like he's falling asleep a little bit in his hoof when the door opens, jostling him a little bit, and he wakes up to look and see that you are now standing there. Oh, well, hello. welcome to the. Did you need any mining equipment?
No, we're just browsing a little bit. We're working for a association, checking to see about investing in the mine. Want to see if the equipment you're selling is actually up to par a little bit, if you follow.
Oh. You almost see his face droop a little bit just from hearing that, but he still tries to keep a chipper demeanor. Oh, so how can I help you?
How many of the guys that actually work the mines buy stuff from you?
Oh, well, we used to have them buy all the time. You know, no matter how good equipment is, it always tends to break after you keep bashing it against a hard rock. Plus, you know, no matter how good quality we get, the shafts will break, pieces of wood splinter, and they always want to make sure that they had the best equipment possible to get those jewels out and make sure they stay alive in the process, but it's just been quieter lately. I guess they've figured out better ways of mining the stuff without having to break the equipment, so it's been sleepy. They still come by for stuff here and there, but not as much.
When did this start happening?
Yeah, in all honesty, it just kind of gradually happened. I guess if I really had to put a point to it, it may have been a few months back, maybe further. But, you know, just happened a little at a time. Just, maybe only a few wouldn't show up, and then a few more, and then just, yeah. Over time, it just got quiet.
So,
You guys out of questions already?
I mean, I have a bunch of questions, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
Currently lacking said burp.
Toa, any questions from you? Or CMC?
All I'm thinking is maybe that automaton comment isn't too far off.
I'm going to give you all a hint, see if you can follow it. Follow it to my logical conclusion of the question. Sheriff.
Yep, could be.
Has the sheriff been buying anything here?
Not the question I was wondering, I was going towards, but that is one of the questions.
Oh, what happened with the old sheriff? That's...
Getting closer. Okay.
Okay, in character. Did the slowdown of purchase happen right around the time the last sheriff disappeared?
Actually, I think the slowdown happened before then, but it definitely got... now that I think about it, I think it started getting a little worse after the first sheriff disappeared, yes.
And you figured the question out. Good job, you. You get a cookie. So you get you get a donut from Rusticle's bag. Be sure to dunk it in lots of coffee before you try and eat it.
You try to dunk the donut in the coffee and it ends up absorbing it. It is now the coffee donut.
And still too hard to eat.
Yes.
Let's throw it in an ocean of coffee before that thing gets soft.
Well, besides my distractions.
So do you know the whole story about what happened to the previous sheriff? Everybody's kind of been dodging around it, or is that really just that much of a touchy subject around here?
The previous sheriff? Well, I don't really know, to be honest. I heard that the sheriff went missing, started being looked for by his deputy. They ended up finding him out on the outskirts of town, and he wasn't in good shape. Definitely wasn't alive anymore. Since then, it's been really quiet about it. There hasn't been really much else said. think his protege is just still grieving. I mean, it was a rough loss for him.
Curious and curious.
And bit on the sad side.
Yes. Bit on the sad side, but he definitely didn't.
All right,
You know, if this-
my mind is now going. If the sheriff went missing and they found him dead in the desert, he must have
Outskirts of
either
town.
killed or dropped out there. So there'd be a murder afoot.
There's a murder in his name. He probably has a title that's stated as captain.
I had a connection to this or that, but yeah, I'm gonna have to press that one differently. Let's see here.
But to
He's
be
gonna
fair,
have Bowser's gonna start browsing over the equipment.
to be fair, a cartel or any drug runner having the operation out in the middle of the desert, yeah, kind of hard to get there before they're gone.
Alright, as you guys are starting to theorize on this, you see the door opens and a blue, well, actually, your pompous griffin friend starts to come in.
Side notation: I was gonna do a quick check on the thing. I figured it was gonna be a perception check, so I did a roll was 5 out of 6. See the quality of the equipment and shit.
Okay, see that the quality is actually pretty good. It's pretty much a standard mining equipment quality. It's not exactly pristine, incredible stuff, but it's definitely not cheap.
Well, not useless. Here's a quick question though, like what mining equipment would they be using that wouldn't break eventually? Everything has a durability, even a wrench.
Well, exactly.
Anyways, let the bird do his entrance.
So I don't really make too much fanfare about it. I just walk in and slide up to everybody, looking pompous as usual, of course, but that's expected at this point.
Yes.
First, I'm sure we're perusing ropes. Because we always need more rope.
We need a lot of rope.
Yep.
Let's get more rope.
We need more rope for our rope.
We need more rope so we can rope while we rope.
We
I don't
need
know,
more
it
rope
feels
in
like
case
you're
we
kind of
have to
roping it
fight
in.
with a rustical.
I'll see for rustical.
Oh, and Silence has returned.
Cool.
I think.
Come back. If he can talk and doesn't drop the call again.
Nope, there he goes.
There he goes.
Alright, back on track.
Back on rope.
Back on rope?
Yep, back on rope.
Let's buy some rope. So somebody gonna pick up the damn rope or what?
I'll pick up the rope.
Well, actually, don't we have a whole bunch of rope in the truck?
Considering how often we use it,
Alright. Everybody get into focus a little bit.
We are. We're talking about rope.
Okay, I mean, I want to get back on track with what in the world you're talking with the actual plot.
What plot?
well, I already asked the question I wanted to ask, so somebody else asked.
Well,
We've put a rope in the vehicle, so I don't think we really need more.
All right.
Unless this is higher quality rope. Do we need higher quality rope?
Substantial quality rope. Okay.
He wants to buy some silk rope instead of taking some hemp rope because he's a fancy man like that.
All right. Let's get back on here. Let's see here. Any more questions we want to ask this guy or what?
like I said, your Griffin buddy came in. He can ask questions too if he wants.
Why, yes, I can, but first things first. while we're in the back of the store looking at the everything, I do happily question Robo Girly Man over there to Mage Eye the
The voodoo doll.
the two voodoo dolls that I pulled out of.
No, Mike.
Somewhere.
The entire campaign is not the quest to find a rope. Though apparently they started to really make it like that for a moment there, didn't they?
We have our weird fun.
rope. Especially
Have
whenever
you
we
mentioned the
get Rustical.
state of the other shop to us?
I think yes.
Nope, he just immediately came up and asked to identify if this doll is magic.
Tell me, this is so magic because it's just a doll.
Okay, Toa,
No.
Alright, I'll roll my 11 die. Hey, going for evens. Here's hoping. Roll. 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 6.
you find that the doll contains no magic. It is a nice little doll. Looks like it's well stitched. Not the greatest thing, but definitely, just kind of looks like a little doll that a girl would have.
It's just a toy. Nothing really much. It's just a well-made toy. Also, I'm gender nothing. I tell that to the Boyd that it's just a toy, well made, but just a toy. Also, I have no gender.
Okay, genderless robot.
Okay, girly man.
Yes, genderless robot. I was totally asking you to do that because I want a nice girly present to fit your sunny disposition over here. Didn't want to know anything particular about it, to know any kinds of special about it.
Move along.
Totally not.
I just look at it and go, Rusty's getting a present.
Okay, well, he identifies that the doll is pointless. Well, it's just the doll.
Oh,
I take it the shop was. You just kind of looks like you just walked out with us. I think the shop over there was just completely empty.
Yes, exactly.
That's weird.
Yep, covered in
Besides
ice.
movement at all, or what?
Until we got there, nobody. I'm fairly sure the candles the old gypsy or psychic was using was magic, but at this point, it's almost burned out. So the crystal ball, it was completely covered in dust, and then literally everything else was just had not been used, or had been sitting around for a very, very long.
Huh. Why don't we ask the shopkeep about it?
You can ask him if you want to.
Yep.
I would rather check the shop out completely and then ask somebody about it, just because, because the front of, hey, this person is questioning about this thing that nobody's supposed to know about. Let's go and do things about it.
Well, we're questioning to see what the state of the town is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
To
we
see
can
if we
check
want
it.
to.
Anyway, we
invest.
were going to be investing, so we have to know.
Yes, I know. I'm referring to outside of the character at the moment.
Oh, we know.
Well, Poppy's gonna. I was thinking stepping back up and asking about the guy in the drunk tank.
And I don't leave Pope's side because you know the reasons.
You're a robot.
Okay.
So, what do you know about Bob?
So what do you know about Bob? Thank you. That was legitimately funny.
I know what. I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny.
So that Bob guy, what do you know about him?
Okay, so who's going where now? Sorry, I kind of.
We're all still in the shop, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, just.
Well,
I walked
all
up to
except
the,
for
guy
a
in the
silver.
front asking about Bob.
Oh, so you're asking the shopkeep about Bob?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know too much about Bob there. He was a miner. He was a pretty good one. Not too fantastic, but you know he wasn't too stupid. He knew how to keep himself out of trouble. About around the time trouble started to happen, especially with the unfortunate disappearance and unfortunate finding of our previous sheriff, Bob just started to hit the bottle. Seemed like he was just drinking real hard, real fast, and he's been sucking on it since then.
So
Are they
where my
friends?
process is, I just hear the song Whiskey Lullaby. Don't know why I heard it, but it's just playing in my body. And yes, I do like that song.
I'm not gonna argue it.
Are they friends or anything of that nature, or what?
Well, I haven't known Bob to really be a big friend. At the same time, you know, he just, yeah, we really don't know. We just, maybe they had a friendship we didn't know about. It looked like it hit him hard, but he just keeps drinking, and it's been a few months now, so it is kind of weird, but Sheriff says that he'd handle it, or at least keep an eye on him. Nothing else we can do. If everybody else is busy working or doing other things.
Keeping an eye on him by giving him more booze every day.
Mm. I don't know. I only know what I tell you.
Yeah, you can only do what you can do.
And not the truth.
Anything else I can help you fine gentlemen with?
Tales of destruction and mayhem from across the universe.
Yeah, it's a fine book, but not exactly one of my best. You could probably get a few copies over there in the corner.
That was an odd joke.
Welcome to sarcasm. Welcome to sarcasm land.
Welcome to my attempt at trying to reply to Sarcasm Land.
Welcome to Moving On. Browsing a little bit more of it since it doesn't seem like anything else will come up.
So,
Well, despite the drop in business you might be having, we'll be happy to let you know that I do, at least from my company standpoint, I do like the equipment I'm seeing here. So if we do invest, we do hope to have you outsource or at least source you for some of the equipment you have here. Quality's quality. End of story.
Well,
do you know what actually happens down in the mine?
no, not really. If you're not a mine worker, you're usually encouraged not to go down there. Obviously they want to make sure people are protected. Accident happens, it's a lot more detrimental to lose a shopkeep or somebody with a lot of skill and talent than it is a miner. Unfortunately, it's a little harsh actually saying that out loud, but you know what?
These things happen.
Yeah, of course, there hasn't been a real mining accident in a while, so it's probably pretty safe down there, but they want to be careful. Anything else I can help you gentlemen with?
I think you've answered all the questions at least I've had. You guys?
If I have more, I'll come back and ask.
Did we want to ask about the gypsy shop?
Oh, yeah. Might as well at this point. I'll pay your show.
Oh,
It's
the
a little
gypsy.
better for the it's a little better for the younger one to be asking. That way, it looks less odd.
Bah, bah, bah. Words.
How intriguing.
Hmm.
So, what do you know about the fortune telling shop over there? Do they actually tell good fortunes?
I don't know. It just seems to be more just like astrological fortunes and silly things like that. You know, they'll you can ask them little things about your love life, if you're gonna hit the big vein, things like that. Nobody really takes it all that seriously, but it's fun for a laugh, and also pretty fun if you just want something to just have a little fun, to have a little belief in. But yeah, and no, I don't think anybody takes it seriously or goes way too far with it.
Have I been told that it's all covered in dust yet?
Yes.
Okay. So why does it look abandoned?
Looks abandoned? Huh.
Covered in dust everywhere.
Yes, I went in there to peruse and have some jolly good fun. Just get a fun little fortune told. Crystal ball was covered with dust. Looked like nobody's been there for a very long time. Maybe a week at this point, maybe longer.
Well, that's definitely odd.
Do you know who used to run the shop?
Oh, of course. It's astral sign. Cute little filly, kind of young actually, but kind of moved into this town to try to just do fortunes and stuff. Built up the fortune shop. Sometimes she would come out, but she didn't really come out all that much. Kind of kept to herself in there. So I guess nobody really noticed that something might have happened, or if she vanished or anything like that. It is rather odd.
Rather nonchalant way of looking at it, but alright.
Well, sometimes she would vanish for a little while, but usually it was either because she was either making a few personal fortune calls, or in some other cases, she might have gone to get more fortune-telling supplies. But apparently, you're saying that she's been gone for quite some time.
And that's what looked. Well, according to my friend here, that's what it looked like her other associate.
Crystal ball was completely covered with food trays laid out everywhere. When I tried to inquire about anybody actually still being there in the back.
Well, it can't say that it's not unusual for her to not be at her shop. It is rather unusual for her to be away from her shop for a long period. I don't know what to tell you though. It is odd. I probably want to tell the sheriff about it. I think he might want to know. Obviously, that can't be good.
We'll pass the information along, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I'll leave you guys. I'll leave you gentlemen to it then.
Well, pip cheerio and all that.
Yeah. We should probably be going. Thank you for your talk, though.
No problem at all. Hope you find that investing here is a good thing. We could always use more money to keep those mines going.
definitely understand that. Gents, let's.
Yep.
Off we go down the road again.
All right, as you head out
Looks
of
like
the
sun-
shop,
Looks like.
Silver meets up with you. He shakes his head and didn't find anything else in the shop.
Well, I didn't think you would. Now there's only one thing left to try.
You said there was a candle in there. Did you at least blow that out?
Nope. Now,
Do you want the place to burn down?
shush, shush, shush. We'll blow it down after blow it out after we're done.
Don't worry, we'll blow the sucker down. We not.
Now, come on. I back on the shelf, and I want to know if anything in there is actually magical. Because depending on if
If anything still holds their enchantments.
no, well, if the candle itself was actually magical, then therefore I was right, and she has been gone for a very. Or if it's not, then it may have been a very long time keeping the candles lit for her.
So we're headed back over.
Yep.
Is the sun about down though?
The sun is pretty much down at this point, and it is now. You only see a little bit of light on the horizon as the moon begins to come up.
Enhance your eyes like Raven's Spy.
Alright, now as you enter the fortune teller shop, you still see that it is quiet. It is dusty. It is full of knickknacks, and it still has a lit candle.
So, Toa Magi.
Yep. Let me get to it.
Oh, you
11 on the D6s. Rolling. Going evens. Or
Since last accent.
6, 7. 7 out of 11.
You suddenly feel an incredible urge for donuts.
I
hot
will
dog
punch you if you
and-
literally.
I'm
I will
moving.
punch you.
Sorry, I couldn't resist the joke. Moving on.
That joke needs to die.
Alright, so you take a look around the shop with your magi. You detect a great source of magic, but then realize it was because Pulpe is right next to you. You see that there is no magic whatsoever in the shop.
okay? So the candle's not magical. So that means that could mean a few things, or it could actually at all.
Alright, anybody else take a look in there?
I think we all win, but I can't sense anything in that particular nature, so.
Alright.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't sense magic. I can just cast it.
That's why I have Magi.
I'm gonna roll a perception on that candle.
Go right ahead.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 9. Trying to determine if I can tell how long it could have been lit.
Alright, as you take a look at the candle, you do see that it is in a very tall lantern. And looking around, you also see some packaging for some specially made candles that were actually made in a central city over in ROAN. These candles are actually quite an ingenious new thing that has been starting to distribute over into outskirts towns. The reason being that they can last an entire week without burning out.
An entire week? Is that what you said?
Yes, an entire week.
Magic.
Yep, pretty much. They're magically infused candles, but they're not magical themselves. Created by
And so
magic,
this thing is
but not
almost-
of magic. And this thing is almost out. It is almost out. It is reaching near the end.
Huh. So this candle's been lit for almost a week. So yeah, we should probably tell the sheriff that someone's missing.
Or the sheriff is the reason that they're missing.
Yeah, no, we'll poke at that in a minute. And we also use it as a way to check out the cells and whatnot. That way we can see about having a visit with our new friend Bob.
Yes, if the sheriff's there.
Where else do you think you'd be?
In the mines.
In the
Probably.
mines, dealing with old Captain What's-His-Face.
It makes sense. I mean, we're all getting to the point of this is someone that killed the original chef to be replaced and turn this mining operation into an actual, well, mine for salt.
Let's not jump to conclusions to have anything solid.
Well, I don't think it's a salt mine.
No,
But I
it
do
seems like
think
it might
there's-
be, salt is involved though.
Salt is involved to keep the workers happy. If the workers themselves aren't glamoured griffins that are just hanging around, just being griffins.
By the way, where did that albatross go?
Albatross.
Give it a moment and look at chat.
No, I did see. I saw the chat. I'm still not sure what I mean by albatross.
Probably something to do with. Probably something to do with. As soon as I figure out my words, I'll tell.
Boys.
Golf with your friends. Probably got something to do with that.
I think it's got something to do with this corpse way over here.
What?
The
no,
griffin?
so-
Oh,
Yes.
my griffin ain't a corpse right now. I made it non-dead.
How do you make it dead?
Those ones are special. Those ones are special because you can change how they act. You hit 1, 2, and 3, and they'll do different little interactions.
Or you right click and tell it to die.
That works
you can also
too.
right click, just outright tell it to die.
Okay, enough of playing with the griffin here. Okay, so all of you start to gear yourself up and head over to the sheriff's office. And I believe that is where we will end our session, as it is the normal time that we do end it. And unfortunately, it looks like Silent has completely lost connection with everything anyway.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's a good place to end it, especially since I think
it's a bit of a rough night tonight, but then again, really late start and
And I think this is going to reach a point where we're going to be escalating this quite nicely very soon.
Oh yeah. We just want to get us to the point where we're going to start trying to talk to Bob and actually trying to uncover things, because it sounds like he's seen a few things, if you know what I mean.
Entirely
so we're taking
possible.
a whole month on just a single day now.
I know, but if he also...
Yeah.
Yeah. Happens.
Alright, in any case,
Okay,
so I hope everybody out there enjoyed our RPG session. I don't think I actually recorded any of this, so that's kind of my stupidness there. Nope, I didn't record any of it.
hopefully YouTube held it.
Oh, YouTube will probably have an archive of it at least. So I could probably grab that in the worst case scenario, just to have our archive up, but we still also have our archive of it. And other than that, we'll go ahead and call it a night here. So good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the session. I definitely enjoyed expanding on it a little bit and just trying to get a little bit more into character for everybody here. And
Oh, and you mean telling us that there's salt there, there's salt there, there's salt there through hints and hints and hints, but not giving us anything concrete to play with.
well, that's the sign of I hope a good GM.
Doing well.
The implications of the manipulations are definitely in the air.
All right, so good night, everybody.
See ya.
It is.
Bye, people.